90-Day Fiancé, hats off to Jasmine and Gino recap S10E17. On 90-Day Fiancé, Jasmine Pineda and Gino Palazzolo finally say I do surrounded by his friends and family and of course best dog Coco. Clayton Clark doesn't fare as well when Natalie Vallejos hasn't shown up a good 30 minutes into the ceremony. Sam Wilson finds himself in a pinch but his brother shows up for him. And Nikki Sanders and Justin/Igor say goodbye for now. Pop the champagne and let's toast to this recap of Season 10, Episode 17 You May Now Kiss the Bride. 90-Day Fiancé, Jasmine Pineda and Gino Palazzolo say I do. After 3 long years that feels more like 10 to 90-Day Fiancé viewers, Jasmine Pineda and Gino Palazzolo make it official with a Michigan wedding. Jasmine Pineda is happy to marry her bald gringo, but cries since her family won't be attending. Gino's uncle Marco graciously offers to walk Jasmine Pineda down the aisle. And she actually shows much class and grace while interacting with Gino's family. Jasmine Pineda and Gino Palazzolo both wrote their own vows to recite. Gino fought back tears while pledging his undying love to Jasmine. She too shed some tears while calling Gino her home. Coco was exceptionally behaved and it really was a nice ceremony. Once inside the reception venue, Jasmine Pineda even convinced Gino to pose for a picture without one of his famed hats. And the pair revealed they are planning on making a baby. Cheers. 90-Day Fiancé, Natalie Vallejos leaves Clayton Clark hanging. 90-Day Fiancé couple Natalie Vallejos and Clayton Clark spent the night apart after fighting over her antics with a stripper at her bachelorette party. Natalie even threatened to pack up and return to Peru. Now it's their wedding day and Clayton hasn't heard from her. But he's pushing through as if the wedding will go on. He leaves her a voice message complete with guinea pig kissing sounds, which may have swayed her even more to flee back to Peru. Natalie spends the day laying in bed wringing her hands over whether to marry Clayton or not. She calls her mom for advice, who advises her not to throw it all away. But she fears she's making a mistake since Clayton couldn't get over the stripper. Clayton, on the other hand, confides in his best man Cameron. He's worried Natalie may already be on a flight back to Peru. It's not looking good when Natalie hasn't communicated with Clayton Clark and is now over 30 minutes late to the ceremony. So like the guests we wait. Sam Wilson keeps it all in the family. 90-Day Fiancé couple Sam Wilson and Citra have cleared one hurdle with her dad's blessing and their Muslim wedding ceremony complete. It's time to change gears for the American ceremony. But with only an hour to go, Sam finds himself in a pinch. It seems he hired a Christian pastor to officiate. But when Citra's dad Herman gets wind of that, it's a problem. Sam is a newly minted Muslim. So the ceremony can't have any undertones of Christianity. Citra gets ready with her sisters and Sam gets ready with his brother Tim. He explains his dilemma and Tim informs him that their other brother Luke is ordained and even has a website devoted to being a wedding officiant. Luke presides over the ceremony like a pro in a snapback hat. Citra even throws in an impressive knowledge of American TV trivia by comparing it to the episode of Friends where Joey marries Chandler and Monica. Sam Wilson finally kisses his bride and looks forward to his wedding night. TLC couple Rob Warren and Sophie Sierra get ready to wed. On 90-Day Fiancé, it's just days away from Sophie Sierra's wedding to Rob Warren. Sophie's mom Claire accompanies her to pick her bouquet. She still thinks that Sophie is making a mistake marrying Rob, and voices her disgust that he could have popped into the flower shop to apologize after they argued about Rob's living conditions and lack of employment. But Sophie stands her ground and says she'll go through with her plan to say I do. It gets worse when Claire decides to stay with Sophie and Rob at his place before they all travel to Santa Barbara for the nuptials. Claire is annoyed when Rob remains sprawled on the bed glued to his phone instead of being a welcoming host. Sophie Sierra runs interference when her mom starts popping off and gets her outside to cool off. Rob Warren blows up an air mattress and fashions it into a proper bed for Claire. They make peace and everybody goes to bed. On 90 Day Fiancé, the Nikki has left Moldova. Still high off her impromptu performance at their engagement party as well as some quality time in the bedroom, she packs up to say goodbye to Justin. He's sad too. Longing for more minutes, not just seconds with Nikki Sanders. But she blows him a kiss at Moldovan International and returns to the States. Scenes from next week don't seem to indicate that absence makes their hearts grow fonder though. Till next time.